Hello and welcome to Rizzaknits After Dark. I'm Cassandra. I am a knitting designer and this is my video blog. This is episode 2, so if you're coming back for the second time, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of the feedback I've gotten from episode 1, and hopefully we've improved some things second time around. We've changed out the video camera that we're using. We've added some lighting, and hopefully I'm talking loud enough. I know the first one was pretty quiet, so if you powered through that one, thank you. I just want to say thank you to the 25 subscribers who subscribed the first time around, and a little side note, I found out that YouTube will only give you a custom URL, so like your youtube.com/name will only give you that if you have 100 subscribers or more. So that's my goal, because linking to the random letters and numbers bothers my OCD, so I just would rather have that custom URL. So subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I would really appreciate it. And also thank you to the over 100 viewers who watched last week. I was really blown away by just the response. So hopefully we continue to make it better and better for you every week. I say we because my husband has been helping me big time. His name is Brian. We've been married over 8 years, and we have 2 little girls, Viviana, who is 5, and Juniper, who is 2.5, and they are the reason this is Rizzaknits After Dark, because I can't record during the day when they're around. So it's after bedtime, and that's when I get a chance to sit and talk with you. So tonight I want to start off with my big to me news. I finished my current work in progress design. The pattern's written, and now it's completely knitted up. I blocked it this week, and so I found out earlier this week that Pom Pom Quarterly, it's a magazine that comes out 4 times a year. It's quarterly, so every season they put out a call for submissions for their next upcoming issue, and I found out it is a nature-based issue. So they're doing natural dyes, a focus on natural dyes, so fruits, veggies, shells, what have you, that you can dye yarn with, and also nature-inspired patterns and designs. So that clicked a light bulb in my head, and I was like, my new design is nature inspired. I told you guys about it last week, so if you want to hear more about it, you can watch that episode. It's pretty short, so if you want to get to that, you can hear more about the inspiration for it. But it's nature inspired, so I am holding off putting the pattern out until I find out what the deal is with those submissions. I'm not sure if I submit it, if that means the pattern is out based solely on the magazine, or if I can still release it on my own after that. So I want to find out some things, but if that's the case, I would be really excited to be published. That would be awesome. Not just self-published, but like in a real magazine. But I did want to give you a little sneak, because I've been like telling you guys about this forever, and well, actually it's only been 2 weeks. From start to finish, I came up with this idea, started knitting, wrote out the pattern as I was knitting, finished it in 2 weeks. So it really hasn't been that long, but it feels like it, because it was this all-consuming idea that I had to get done. So I wanted to show you a little bit while we're here. It's all blocked up now. And this is the finished design. It's really long and slinky. See if I can hold it out a little more for you. So, this way. Here we go. you can see the pattern. It goes on and on and on. It's really long. It's actually, oh, I know I measured it. It's at least, I think it's over 6 feet. It might be close to 7 feet long. So yeah, lots of room to play with this beauty. I hope you guys love it. I love it. It was exactly what I envisioned. It was exactly what I wanted. And it just feels so nice. It's knit with Madeline Tosh in the Ray colorway. That's the light color with the speckles. And then Pepperberry Knits, which I found out last week when I went to add the link. Pepperberry Knits is now called Luxe Adorna, and it's a cashmere, 100% cashmere fiber. So that's this dark color here. This is actually, it's like a deep slate gray in daylight. So that's what I knit this with, but you could really use any yarn. I mean, it would work. So one of my friends from my local knitting group that I meet with every week offered to test knit, and she's going to be test knitting the cowl version. So there will be just a circular cowl version in addition to the scarf. So I'm going to put it away now because I just wanted to give you a little peek at it, but I really hope you love it. Give me your feedback. Let me know. Message me, comment. Let me know what you think. Moving on from that, I wanted to talk about another exciting thing from this past week was Hedgehog Fibers put out their sock clubs, or no, sorry, their clubs, yarn clubs, fiber clubs. I subscribe to the sock club, and I have never done this before, but I'm really excited. The only Hedgehog Fibers I've ever owned is this beautiful, lovely boom box. This is their Hedgehog Fibers Merino DK, and this is the boombox colorway. I absolutely love this. It's very neon, very hot pink, chartreuse green, lemon yellow, fuchsia, I mean black, white, you name it. These colors are in there, and it's beautiful. So these are actually being saved and reserved for a design I've had in my head. I need to order, probably just going to order from Knit Picks because I need some solid black. I need enough for a sweater. So I need sweater quantity, black, and then these are going to be accents. I mean, it's a lot, but it's going to be a lot of fun accents with the boombox. But I have the idea in my head already, and hopefully it comes out into fruition as well as the tree scarf did. I mean, from the picture in my head to what I have knitted, it was like exactly, if not better than I anticipated. So hopefully I can do the same with my lovely, lovely boombox. But so yeah, so I subscribe to their sock club, and if you're not familiar with their clubs, the way they run them is it's for 3 months you get a shipment, and depending on which club you subscribe to, there is the Twist Club, which is you get 1 skein per month for 3 months of their blue-faced Leicester / nylon. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. The BFL, it's a type of wool. It's 80% and then 20% nylon, and you get 365 meters per skein. So that was one of them. The reason I chose not to go with that one is I have never used blue-faced Leicester. Somebody tell me if I'm saying that right, because I don't know. And I have some sensitivity to certain fibers, so I didn't want to risk it with a club. I would love to try that fiber at some point and see how I react to it, because it's in a lot of really fun colorways, and I would like to try that out. But anyways, there's also the Skinny Singles Club, which is a 1-ply yarn. It is, you get 2 skeins per month for 3 months in that club. And I chose not to go with that one because it's a single ply, and I wanted something with a little more twist. The one that I went with was the Sock Club, and it is 2 skeins per month for 3 months. It's 90% superwash merino and 10% nylon. So something I'm comfortable with, familiar with. I'm so excited to see what colors they come out with in these clubs because I just drool over Hedgehog Fibers colorways. I think they are just perfect, amazing. Those are my colors. Like, they get me. So I'm super excited. Those should be coming out. I think the first one starts I should get the first shipment in March. So as soon as I get those, you know, I'll be showing you guys. Project I'm working on right now is a hat for my sister. And I mentioned in my first episode that she was diagnosed with breast cancer and currently pregnant. So I talk a little bit more about that in the first one, but I don't want to get all back into it right now because then I'll get down. But I will share with you this lovely project I'm working on. I am using Anzula Luxury Fibers. Anzula, every time I go to one of my local yarn shops, which I am blessed enough to live in an area where I have 3 local yarn shops within like 15 minutes from me, and they're all amazing in their own special ways. So one of the ones that I love to go to carries this Anzula, and I always come in and touch it, and you know, I'm loving on the yarn. Every time I come in, I always gravitate towards it, but it's a little, well, it's a lot pricey. It's out of my typical price range. But the last time I went in there, I intended to just come in and grab something small that I needed for a project, and then I saw these and they just screamed my sister. And if there's ever a better time to allow yourself to splurge on yarn, I think it was this scenario. I've been using knitting to really connect with my sister because she lives in Florida and I am here in Michigan. I live just outside of Detroit, and so it's hard to be so far away from her at this time. So knitting has been a way that I can send her something, a little bit of love and care from far away, and connect with her in that way. So I'm making this hat for her using these 2 colors. So this is aqua. Yes, this dark one, the dark teal is aqua. The light blue is Nimbus. And I just love the way they reminded me of the ocean and sky, which is perfect for my Florida sister. And I have been looking and looking for the perfect hat pattern, and I thought about designing one, but I don't know, I just didn't have the headspace to come up with something at the spur of the moment like that. So I finally found a pattern that I was like, oh, this will be perfect, because, so first of all, the pattern is called Regina. It's a Regina hat by Karina Spencer. It is a free download on Ravelry, so that's awesome. And after I showed my sister, she also agreed with me that this hat was the one she needed. So the reason for that is when you put the band on, it fans out and looks like a mermaid tail. Do you guys see how that looks like a mermaid tail? I'm actually going to block this band before I pick up the stitches for the main body of the hat. But I just wanted to show you guys, this is the end of it. I made some adjustments to the pattern because the pattern is written to work for DK weight through chunky weight, and this Anzula that I'm using is actually sock weight. It's like a fingering weight, so it's a little bit thinner. So I made some adjustments. I added in the band here, it calls for knit 1, purl 1 across the band, and I did knit 1, purl 2 to expand it a little bit, but I think that's also probably why I'm going to need to block it to flatten that out a little more before I go on. But it worked really well. It looks really pretty, and it's super cool design. So you start with this I-cord loop, knit the band, and then when you get to the other end of the band, you start to do those extra stitches and fan it out for that lovely little mermaid tail. And then what's really cool is the back of it, the decreases look like a starfish. So I was really pleased when I finally found that one and then sent the images to my sister, and she was really excited about it too. We were both absolutely in love and obsessed with Little Mermaid as kids. So I loved that it has that Little Mermaid nod in it, and I'm just really happy that she liked it. So that will be, I'll probably finish that this week. It shouldn't take too long once I block that band out, and I can show you guys next week before I send it off. What else? I didn't want to talk too long tonight. It was a long day. Oh, that's what. It was a long day because after church today, we went out and did a full-on photo shoot for my scarf. So I wish that I could share those photos with you guys already, but I do have to have patience and wait to find out if I can submit my pattern to Pom Pom, if it's accepted, and all of that. So if it's not, I will still be releasing the pattern on Ravelry. So yeah, I'll keep you posted, but hopefully get that figured out sometime this week. I'm waiting on an email back from them. One more thing I wanted to talk about was my project bags. I mentioned in a post on Instagram earlier this week, I don't know if I mentioned this, I am Rizzaknits across the board. I am Rizzaknits on Ravelry, Instagram, and now YouTube. So you can always find me by that. My last name is Rizzardi, so Rizzaknits. I mentioned in an Instagram post that I only have 2 project bags. Crazy, right? But I love the 2 that I have. They get a lot of use because I'm constantly switching back and forth between the 2 of them. And huge thank you when I posted about my 2 lonely project bags. Amber from Yarn Junkie. I know you guys know who this is. If you don't know who this is, oh my gosh, go find her and check her out. Amber is so sweet. We've met each other in a online mom group because her younger daughter and my older daughter were born in the same month and year. So we found each other in a group like that, and we've been friends online ever since. But she was like, you only have 2 project bags. I have 1 million. So she's going to send me one. And I can't wait because I love getting mail. So hopefully I'll get to show you guys whatever that little surprise treat from Amber is. And also I wanted to say thank you, Amber, for mentioning me in your fabulous podcast. I appreciated that so much, and I love watching you every week, or every time you post. But that was really cool that you gave me a little shout out and thumbs up. Anyways, back to project bags. This is my smaller of the 2, and this is made by Chasing Acorns, and she is actually from my local knitting group. She's Chasing Acorns on Etsy, and I love this bag. The inside is like, I don't know what this is, but it's like a little like slicker material, a little heavier material. So it makes getting things in and out of it like nice and smooth. And then she has these little drawstrings with, I don't know what you call this, it's like a toggle, the plastic that pulls and tightens. And then on the other side it's got the nylon strap with one of these hooks you can hook. I like to hook it. I have a loops on my purse, and I'll just hook that when I go to knitting group, and it's perfect. And it has these cute little Hawaiian pinup girls. How cute are they? Lovely. I love it. She actually saved it and set it aside for me because she knew I loved this pattern. And thank you for that, Kim. Kim. Chasing Acorns. My other project bag is by Lavender and Lemon Zest. She has an Etsy shop. She's also, both of these ladies are on Instagram and Etsy. Lavender and Lemon Zest. I saw she had a version of this bag on her Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, I need that, because you see this unicorn, this cute little pink unicorn? I had to have it. I am obsessed with unicorns. They are my spirit animal. This is, okay, sorry about that. I got cut off mid unicorn talk. So back to this bag by Lavender and Lemon Zest. I originally saw it on her Instagram feed, and she had a version of it that was actually, she was using it for her own personal use, and I just had to have it. So she worked with me to get one made custom for me. I love the bottom here is these like arrows and a really pretty salmon color. It's been very well loved because I use this bag every single day. I usually fold it inside with the edges down to make like a basket. What I really need, if anybody has suggestions for me, is I need like a sturdy project bag, something with a zipper that, because I like to, when I'm writing patterns, I shove my notebook in here, and it's a little too small to really fit everything in without wrinkling all my pages. My notebook's starting to fall apart, the pages are coming out. So I need something that's like big enough to fit a notebook, and maybe with a zipper instead of a drawstring so that it doesn't lose its size when I close it. If you have suggestions, I would love to hear them. I would like something that opens up wide like a basket so that I can work from it, because with my kids around when I'm working during the day, I have to close it up and take it with me if I leave the room or get up to do anything. I can't just leave my projects laying around. Between the cats and the kids, I have to pick it up and move it and put it out of reach every single time. So I'm constantly closing it up, opening it up. So I need something that's just really convenient for that. If you have suggestions, please let me know. You can contact me. I answer Instagram messages pretty quickly. So along with my unicorn bag, I just recently, so I've had this bag from Lavender and Lemon Zest since the summertime, and then I just recently found a Notions pouch by another Etsy seller with the same unicorn pattern, but it's like a different colorway of it, and I love this. You see over here this little guy, that's a little unicorn that my 5-year-old daughter picked out for me the last time I was sick. Her and my husband went out to get me medicine and came back, and she brought me that as a present. How sweet is that? I have lots of like little unicorn dolls up on my shelf too. I love them. But this little Notions pouch is by Ocean Patch Creations, also an Etsy shop. It's really well made. This is like it has like a interfacing, a really thick interfacing, so it's nice and sturdy. And I just love that it matches my bag. So I think that was pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about tonight. Hopefully next week I'll have that hat finished for my sister. And I should have some more news on whether or not I'm releasing the pattern myself or going to try to submit it to the magazine, the tree scarf pattern. What else? I think that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy what I'm trying to do here. Every week we're going to try some more improvements, so I promise I will keep getting better and better. And if there's anything you would like to hear from me or any feedback at all, please let me know. But until next time, thank you. See you soon.